welcome back. This is probably you, Divine Femme, coming back for the extended version of Eating the Word today. And that's exactly what we're going to do. If you look down below here, I kept out those Psalm 119 cards from the Eat the Word deck that we just did. So now we're going to do an extension. So I pulled out the same cards that Psalms 119 reflects in the tarot. The Zadi goes to the star. The Resh is the sun. Hi, Yehovah. Sin and Shin is judgment here. And then the Dalet here is the Empress. Okay. So we're just going to get some clarifiers like this. And this is, you know, this huge message that came through my spirit as we were talking this morning was you just felt so lost. You just felt so burdened. You felt like you had nowhere else to go. And you're kind of coming to this realization where if things didn't change, things were not going to be good for you. And Yehovah told you things were going to get snuffed out. You believed liars, therefore you are a liar to yourself, and you're not living in truth here. So therefore you're already dead pretty much at that point, right? Well, then we also talked about how you kind of had this sense coming. You felt yourself changing. Things are going to be changing for you. You didn't have anyone else, so therefore you were forced to look into the mirror, as Yehovah forced upon you here because you're divinely guided. You know, you just went through something extremely horrible. The star is reflected after this celebration and survival of the tower right beforehand. So you just went through something pretty traumatic. And now you're realizing, I don't have anyone left. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I cannot even trust myself. What do I have to give, right? So you guys, I'm going to also put the link from Eating the Word where we pulled these first 4 original Psalm 119 cards in the description below. But then on this link, I'm going to do the same thing in that description box at 211 there for the links that coincide together will be there. So it'll be easy to replay back and forth if need to. So Yehovah, let's just continue on and extend this here for our Empress here, our Divine Feminine who knows that you're coming, who you desperately need to save, want to save, are going to save, who needs to be set free here, this Empress. And that's why I feel like it's so important for me to continue this on and to help you here in this time where things are really happening. You know, when you have 4 High Arcanas come out of the Eat the Word deck, and out of all those cards, there's only 22, 23, or 24, depending on how I wrote them, of the High Arcana. And you have 4 of them. So it's really important for me to sit here and be able to help you, give you this further insight here. I don't usually do extensions, but Yehovah wants me to do it right here at 3 and 11. So Empress here, I love you. I want the best for you. I do this to help you heal as we can heal and grow together for our highest good. And that is what our Father in heaven wants for us. That is what Jesus, the Yeshua, the HaMashiach, what he wants for us as well. You know, when we heal, we go and we take personal accountability for everything. That's why looking in the mirror is so hard. You know, it's hard to accept what we've done. It's hard to accept the pain that we've felt and we tried to not feel. And now we're feeling it and we're like, okay, God, let me feel it now. Just crack my shell, put me on this frying pan and roast me up and see how I taste after that, right? So, Yehovah, let's get some clarifications, please. Thank you so much for our Empress here. I don't want her to leave this second extension link feeling the same way she felt before we ate the word. I don't want her to feel lost. I don't want her to feel burdened. Ooh, King of Wands here. Ugh. You know, it really just grosses me out that we make ourselves feel this way for a man. That ain't God, Jesus. That isn't ourselves. We've allowed them. we've allowed it and placed blame on them. And taking personal accountability is the first step to freedom. It's acceptance here while we recover here at Wounds into Light. And this is what my channel is about. When you choose acceptance, you're choosing yourself, which got you there, how you've handled it, and now you're choosing how you should have done something. 444 just passed us there. Now, when you do that, you're choosing to love every single part of you, even the parts that you don't like, the parts that you need to change, and the parts that you're willing to fix on, because you don't want to be this person, this reflection in your mirror now that you were before to get you there, right? And then once you're doing that, you have to choose to recover. And when any addict is expected to go into recovery, they need a break, 511, from everything. They need a break from the thing that got them there, the people that got them there, and the places that got them there. So how is that any different from recovering from a broken heart because you're leaving a man? How is that any different from recovering your broken heart because we had to walk away from our family, our toxic friends, our loved ones, our jobs, our habits that we grew to love so much that wasn't really serving us at all, you know? So, Jehovah, thank you so much for just this moment to have with our Empress here. And I'm very proud of you. So I'm going to shut my trap because you know me, I'll never stop talking. And I respect you and I respect your time. But I also don't put time on time. And if this is your trial tribulation, if this is your resignation, if eating the word really hit mark with you, then welcome back. And I'm not going to put a time on it because this is for you. And we should never, ever, ever, ever put time on self-love. 611. Thank you, Jehovah. Never, ever, ever put time on self-love. Never, ever, ever. Yeah. No. I can't believe all that time that I took investing in someone else just to steal from myself. I didn't be truthful. I didn't honor my own self. I honored them instead. And now, for what? They don't feel any of this aching that we feel. They don't feel our heart breaking. Only we do, right? Magician. That's good. Manifesting a positive heart here. Jehovah. Oh. Secret card. He is so feisty. All right, Jehovah, where do you want the secret card from? Okay, there it is. There it is, y'all. Do we see the secret card now? It's right there, Jehovah. All right. Let's see it right here from now. Okay, so Jehovah, can you please give us some clarifications here? What was this tower that had to happen? What was this tower here? Thank you. All right, and then Jehovah, can you give me yeah. Eight of Swords in the negative. Strength here. Yeah. So something you went through, man. However, here comes this energy of you were rescued from being burdened. Eight of Swords here. This is just mental turmoil before you really get to the mental illness card. It's these negative thoughts that keep burdening you, putting you down into the drain here. And I mean, you're hanging upside down here. You've pretty much just put your pinata ass on the wall and said, here, Lord, here's another sword, pin it on the tail of me, because I really don't have anything else to give here in 811. And every single time that I try to give something away or, you know, try to do what didn't work beforehand, it still screws me in the wrong sense here. So now Jehovah's saying, well, no, you kept burdening yourself because you didn't realize all that you had going for you here. You didn't take an outer look here. You didn't think outside the box, because you have the strength here. I mean, it's right here. You had it before you went through this traumatic situation, and you had it again here. You know, this might be something to do with your mom and child here, vice versa. You know, otherwise it's divinely guided. It's very fated. It's very, very emotional though, because you have all of this air coming in with all this water right here. And when the star is there, it's like this twinkle, flash, flash, flash. There's constant sparking. There's constant electrocution, right? So it makes me think air and water. So you might be dealing with another water sign here, Empress, or air sign. You know, we'll see. Leo's still here. Aquarius is still here. Leo is now backed up again, you know, with the strength card. And then here's the backup. Here's the balance, you know, which is imbalanced. It was until Jehovah swooped in and saved your butt. But here's the balances. Here's the Aquarius. Here's the air, fire, air, fire, air, fire. Wow. Electrocution right here. Yeah, it's a completely reborn. It was rebirthing of this star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star here. It's definitely guided. I mean, look at, you have the angel here. And then we have the angel and the judgment card, right? Wow. And then the sun is here. That's 3 legal cards right there. All in the positive, upright. There's victory here. Absolutely. You're going to be able to heal from this burdening, this mental illness, this anxiety. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to maintain the heat or the cool. And I saw 10-11 when I said that. All right. So Jehovah, can you clarify this judgment for me, please, on this burdening energy here? Haha, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is funny. So this is like trying to make something work. How am I going to make this work with this appropriate offer here, this potential here? However, when this judgment comes here, and it's talking about Psalm 119, it's like there's going to be a face-to-face meeting here, that this truth, this revelation is going to come to the light. You're going to need your strength to back you up, but you're going to be able to walk away from that burdening energy. You know, you're going to get this judgment's not only going to come for you, but it's also going to come for this person. And then it's going to come for your guys' situationship together. So what you're going to find out about yourself, 11-11, thank you, Jehovah, for having my back. And then what you're going to find out about this person here, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, you know, very patient, very loving, very nurturing, is willing to put in whatever the amount of time it needs to take to get this to the goal here. Very, very stubborn, though. Very, very patient. It takes, when I'm talking about long time, I'm talking about like long time. Like think about the earth growing, but then a little bit longer than that, because you're paying attention to it. And what happens when you watch a pot with boiling or not boiling and you want it to boil? It takes forever, right? Same thing. So now this judgment's going to come on you, Empress. And now 11:55. Thank you, Jehovah. That's the second time I've seen that today. Hang on, you guys. Nova, you okay? Yeah. Hey, okay, just stay right there, please. I have some more turkey. You want some more? Here, you can have mommy's. Thanks. You're welcome. Okay. I'll be right done, okay? Okay. Thank you. Love you. I love you. Okay, so going back to this, now there's judgment on this whole entire Empress you here, which is also this divine counterpart to this relationship. So, now this judgment is coming to this Empress, which means it's also coming for her Emperor. And we're not quite sure what's going to happen here in this outcome. We'll find it out. It's more of just time is coming now to get this truth out, because you've been burdened long enough. Jehovah's rescuing you from the burdening. He's ready to recover you. You've obviously been guided here, and it's time. It's time to see this potential that you're worth, and to see that you're not worth of being burdened anymore. Okay, Jehovah, can you clarify this Empress for me here? Queen of Pentacles. Look at that, honey. You have everything in you that you've ever needed. Okay. You have everything that you can offer for yourself. 1331, thank you, Jehovah, because you are God's child and he is your father. He is handing you every single little thing, because look at what happens when these clarifications are looking at each other. Okay, this face-to-face meeting is still going to help you stay in your power. Okay, you are intuitive enough to know, you are guided enough to know, and you have multiple victories here, saying, you know what, you can come bring me all you want, but if this doesn't serve me, I'm still going to walk away. I'm so tired of being burdened. I'm so tired of not trusting your thoughts. You're unpredictable here. I feel like I can't trust your judgment at all on me, therefore it makes me question myself. And I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I am the Empress, and you need to come at me as such. You will not be able to rock me. You will not be able to sit there and throw salt on me and make my wounds, ache, because their wounds are no longer going to be there. Good for you. I'm very, very proud of you. So this Empress has all 4 queens inside of her as well. And when she's in the upright, this last queen here that she needs is this one, so you really are stepping into your power, my dear. You're really able to leave what's not serving you anymore, snuff out the rest of what Jehovah hasn't had planned for you, that hasn't been required of you, that you've allowed to continue anyway. You're taking the personal accountability, because I really feel like we talked about looking in the mirror here, this judgment card, you now have proceeded with caution, but also internally you're like, okay, you're able to judge the situation that you're going to handle, this behavior, this feeling, 1511, this face-to-face situation here with judgment beforehand. Okay, I know who I am. I know what Jehovah expects of me. I'm divinely guided. I have my faith and I'm protected. And no matter what God hands to me, I'm strong enough to deal with it, because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know, and look at this, you know, God's saying, look, no matter how much you stand in your power, I always have more to offer you. I always have more to offer you. You know, there's always messages there from him. There's always fresh communication from source. Wow. All right, let's see what the secret message is here after I get a little... Haha, the moon. How funny. So, and you guys, I even love it that the moon is still in the upright. It's still balanced with the sun and the moon here. Everything is going to rebalance for you. This burdening is no longer going to happen. And the only way that it's not going to happen is when you accept the truth here. Okay, so the moon, this is hidden secrets in the night. It is things that are hidden from you for a reason, things that you are not able to see or connect with emotionally. Those are things that are traumatizing, that rock you back and forth a little bit, like the ebb and flow of the turning tides, you know, and this situation has been very, very, very emotional. In the Hebrew, the moon also goes back to the back of the head, which we have the head here, the sun, the resh. So the moon is the kuf, which is the back of the head, which once again, it's just the secrets, the magic of it all, which you cannot see in the dark. And now what you cannot see in the dark is going to come to the light here, because now we have the star, the sun, and the moon, and it's all run by Jehovah's judgment of his government. My dear, you are stepping into your power. You are going to be receiving magical gifts here. You know, I really feel like that's what Jehovah has for you here at 1711 too, is you are so ready to leave this burdening behind, that you are understanding that this is not meant for you anymore, and you're ready to have what's meant for you. You're ready to move on. You're ready to take this magic into your own hand as you step into your own power. And I'm so effing proud of you. I wish I could give you a hug right now, because this is a lot of shit, and I understand this because it took me 4 to 5 years just to get into this power over my emperor. You know, the moon also goes back to the mom, which we did channel here with the star and the strength here. So you still might be having mommy issues, which is funny, because another thing that I'm channeling here, because twin flames and separation here, which, you know, I have to say it's twin flame now because the Empress is here, and I've been channeling the Emperor and the control there the whole time. What's blocking you is these issues with your mom within your feminine energies here. You know, that's literally what's blocking you, which is funny because I'm literally going through this myself. And once you're able to bring the truth to the light to not only these maternal energies that have held you back, you know, because once we can heal from our motherly issues, we can also therefore love in our motherly power, which this is you right here, Empress. You know, you're the mom, you're the housewife, you're the loving, caring, calm, nurturing, kind. You're beautiful inside and out. You have so much power within. You're going to get up and stand in the truth. You know, you are so faithful within and without. Your intuition is on point. You can call your emperor out like nothing, and he just has to sit there and smirk like, yeah, she loves me. You know, you just have this constant energy within you that now is really coming to balance, and there's nothing more powerful than this celestial heaven inside of you, my dear. You think that you've been lost this whole time when really you've just been found. I once was lost, and now I am found. And now you see. Now you see. You had the strength within you all along. Like, I got to bring this up here like this now. Look at you. You've had it all along. Which is pathetic, right? Because we thought that he was going to bring us this. You are the sun. Total Grey's Anatomy moment right now. You are your balance. You are in your power. And everything that you've suffered through, God led you to be in this moment. I hope you have happy tears just rolling down your face, because this feeling of being free, this feeling of no longer being burdened, this feeling of coming home to yourself and being loved in the most vibrational way, it is such a celebration, and I am so happy for you, and I love you so much, and I want you to feel this way every single day, because it's what I strive for, even when I still struggle. Jehovah, what's on the bottom of the deck here? Aha, Ace of Wands. Look at there, my dear. You have this whole new start. You know, he's not even going to clarify on your Emperor here, but I kind of want to, just so it helps resonate with your trial and tribulation more. But either way, you have a whole new start. You have victory here. Victory, victory, victory. Wow. You have so much good coming for you. It's like you're kind of just ready to stop blocking yourself from this highest timeline here. And you're kind of ready to just step into this power, like I said, of this Empress. And you're ready to impress God's light and love onto everyone around you, because you're kind of just feeling this sense of balance where, you know, if you project it out, it's going to come back to you that way. You're a strong believer in karma now. You're a strong believer in these spiritual consequences, and you're a strong believer in it because you know that you have this fresh new start coming that you don't want to mess up. Wow, Jehovah, that is beautiful. Thank you so much. So you guys, we're going to break into my Sun and Moon Tarot. I'm feeling called to it. This is the Hebraic version, really. It's not mine. It's posted in my description box. But it's so, you know, astrologically balanced too, in a way here. And until I can get the astrology cards going that I am creating, I want to use this one. Ace of Wands in the negative just fell out. That's funny. Ace of Wands in the negative just fell out as we've got it here in the positive. And I'm going to use these to clarify the Emperor here. Wow. So the Emperor that we're about to clarify on, he ain't here, but he might as well be, has a negative Ace of Wands here, which makes sense. His controlling you anymore, and therefore his transactions that he's trying to give off of his spiritual wand here is now being bounced back to him, and he's feeling the grief. He's feeling like there's no more communication. He's feeling like there's no more chemistry. There's no more nothing. It's completely blocked for him. You are stepping within your power. You're letting go of the burdening, including 2220. Thank you. Now it's 2222. Yeah, you're letting go of this Emperor. You understand that it'll come back around for you once this Emperor can heal himself as well and heal his mommy issues. But right now, you're just ready to start living your life and seeing what you have for you and your own self-worth here. So Jehovah, can you give me the secret card here, please? This one. Thank you. All right. So Jehovah, can you clarify the Emperor here, please, for me? Let's clarify the Emperor. What has been going on with the Emperor here? Wow. Okay, so we have two cards here. And you guys, didn't the Magician already try to come out? You know, I was on the bottom of the deck there, right? So now the Magician here is in the negative. This ain't good. So Magician here, this is the power to manifest. They're going to take action. This is the second or the first step of tarot, depending on how you look at it. But this is what comes next after the Fool, the Aries. So Gemini is here, this fresh air communication. And you guys, we're still in retrograde, so keep that in mind too. However, this Magician here, he wants to take action so bad that he's trying to gather everything. He has one more of everything here. He has one more pentacle, one more sword, one more wand, and one more cup. And he is going to try to be one up on everybody, especially when he's in the negative. He's just this master manipulator, and he still has negative intentions here. Now, we already channeled the no new wand here, but look at now, Two of Wands comes up. So he really has the choice here too in this situationship, not this brand new start, but where to go now. You know, it's like you are no longer talking to him, Empress. You are no longer giving your Emperor the time of day. And so now he's like, okay, well, how am I going to make this work in my favor again? You know, how am I going to get this new spiritual start with her? He doesn't want it by himself. He wants it with you, Two of Wands. And you have to have two with every couple to make the four the stable house. You know, so that's how I'm really feeling, is that this Magician here, he's trying to play tricks, and he's trying to really see it from the negative standpoint as to how to get back together with you. But it's not so necessarily in the Emperor's control of manipulation. It's just he's afraid. The principality of fear is here. He's afraid to feel. He's afraid to take this personal accountability. He's afraid to express himself. He's afraid to feel in the moment and accept what is going on, which is what you have already been doing or to continue doing. And the thing with twin flames, dear, is that when you do it, no matter how much time takes into place, your energy is within them. Twin flames is one soul. So twin soul, how funny is that? one soul trapped in two bodies under two free wills, you know. So once you start to understand this and your soul is good, then it's going to start reflecting within them, 2511, and their soul will start to be good. So I really feel like this magician is trying to do everything here. This magician is your emperor and his magician energy here. There's a brand new start here that just happened, which the tower you conquered. You were able to move on and go forward. And the tower that he felt too screwed him. It did not give him a fresh new start. He's like in his head. He's trying to understand, how do I make this work? I don't understand how to get back to that. I never thought that she would leave me. I never thought that I would have to have a new start with her here. Jehovah, what else here? What else can we clarify the emperor with? Aha, 10 of Cups. See, I told you. He's trying to figure out how to get back to this happiness with you, or how to maybe even just forget everything. I'm picking up. He's just ready to let it all go too, because he's felt the time, and what you felt, dear, this burdening, he has also felt. He has not accepted it probably nearly as much as we have, because of course men don't like to live in their truth here. But Empress, you have this 9 of Cups with yourself, 2611, and now you have it with yourself as well, because your worth is here. You are the Queen of Pentacles, and now he's sitting here and he's watching you, and he's looking, and he's like, gosh, how do I make this work? How do I get to her? How do I have this happily ever after with her without doing the work? How can I do this without doing all the hard stuff? I don't want to have to strive. I don't want to have to put in the work or the time. I just want it to be like this. You know, well, sweetheart, it don't work like that. It's like that commercial. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. And if he's saying that, you definitely don't want him to come back to you, honey, because you want to make sure that if you are the Empress, sis, he needs to be coming in as the Emperor, and he ain't the Emperor yet. He needs to be your divine counterpart 100% through and through in God's eyes. And if he's not, you don't even allow him back. You don't even allow his wand back, okay? Ugh. Yeah, he needs to recover just as much as you do. Jehovah, what else here about our Emperor? Yep, Prince of Cups here. I told you. So Page of Cups. Page of Cups clarifying with the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, he's really wanting to come in and give you this fresh communication, which Magician also goes back to, right? Magician is Gemini. It's ruled by Mercury. So Mercury retrograde is definitely here in Libra. So balancing the scales, bringing this justice to light here, bringing it to death's surface. So all of this can just be manifested properly, so then it comes back to you properly within spiritual consequences. What you have been feeling, your twin flame, my dear, has been feeling too, and now he is trying to fight this energy of communicating because it's Mercury retrograde. Maybe he doesn't understand that, but he is feeling impulsive. He wants to communicate. He has this apology. He wants to come bring you this offer face to face, and he wants to tell you, you are my 10 of Cups, you know. But he doesn't understand that he has more healing to go through. He doesn't understand that he needs to spiritually level up before he can even come in and resonate with you to have this success. Okay? It doesn't mean that it won't ever happen. It doesn't mean that it cannot happen. It just means that right now at this time, you have to really take your discernment here, dear, as you're the Empress, and be able to judge all these characteristics that they're showing you. You need to go within and trust your no, ask God. You don't have to be impulsive too. There is no fucking way in hell I'm going to sit there and say, okay, this is the answer right now, when something like that were to happen to me. No, I need time. I need to take it up to the doctor, my father, my mentor, my light. And I need to make sure that what I want to do and how I feel in this is what's best for me. Okay, what else is here? Yep, I told you. 8 of Wands here. So twin flame all the way. Swift communication is coming in fast, and necessarily doesn't have to be face-to-face. It could be still a letter, a communication in a DM, a text, a phone call, even I'm stuttering, you guys, so that's how much energy I'm feeling right now. You know, even telepathy, it can happen. Either way, you're going to get this communication, maybe in a dream. However, you've got 2 messengers out here. It says this Emperor of yours really wants to come back, and he really wants to say, I'm sorry. You have to trust yourself and use your judgment. You have to make sure that if he's willing to offer it now, he has to be willing to offer it a month from now. Just like we would. If we're shopping at the clothes rack. Hey sis, what you think about this dress? Well, I love the color. I love how it looks. But how does it make you feel? I don't know. Let's go try it on. So then you're trying on this Emperor, and now you know how he makes you feel, but he don't treat you right. Sis, how's it feel? Are you ready? Do you need help zipping it up? Well, I like how it feels. It's really, really comfortable, but it's just sewn in the wrong places, and my tits are too big, and, you know, I don't know. Well, sis, if you bought it, would you wear it in a month? If you bought it, would you regret spending the money on it in a month? In a month, would you remember that you still had it? So in a month, if I continue to wear this emperor, even though my tits are too big for him and the seams don't fit right and he can't handle my heart on the inside, and I paid money for it every single time because I'm stealing from myself to make him whole, how am I going to feel after a month if nothing changes? You cannot continue to go back to the place that made you sick. And he cannot go back to you because he's going to continue his same behaviors. And you are going to sit there and, for one, you're not even going to allow it because you're smart enough and you're going to know. You're going to straighten your crown there, pick out your wedgie and say, please, come back at me when you have something solid to offer. Right now, he doesn't have anything to offer you, okay? 8 of Wands was there. Yep, look at Judgment. Wow. Wow. So he may have had some judgment on his own here, and maybe he does have something to offer. And in the meantime, I can't speak for him. He's your twin flame, 3113, because Jehovah is your father and he is the child. He has his own free will here, but his judgment is also in the positive here. So there's judgments for both of you. There's judgments for both of you separately. There's judgments for both of you together, and there's judgments for you and your future here. Wow, 3131. Wow. And the only thing that's negative for him really is his outlook, his outlook and the mental capacity here of how to make things work with you. You're going to have to bring in this fresh new legal truth to him and say, this is how it needs to be. I need you to heal. I have this to offer for you. You love him just as much as he loves you, because the 10 of Cups is here. It's very, very mutual. And the fact of the matter is that you wouldn't mind a face-to-face. You would like it to be face-to-face because then you can really trust their judgment. You'll be able to view them and be able to say, okay, you're acting like you did before, so you're unpredictable now and I can't trust you. Or if you see that things have changed, the way that they look at you, 3211, if you're able to really use your discernment and tell if they're being vulnerable or not, or if the truth is really coming out, and your energy on the inside will let you know, babe, then you can tell. You can't tell that shit over text. You can't tell that shit over messaging. You can't tell that shit over a phone call, besides the tone and the octave of their voice and how they're saying shit. You know, you need to have this heart-to-heart conversation face-to-face, but you're not going to be the one to start it. It's going to be him. This magician Emperor is coming in fast. Once his butt gets judged, he's going to sit there and be like, I'm here. I don't want to talk about anything else anymore. This is what happened so we can rebalance ourselves, but how can we continue this balance so we can move forward? And that's really what your Emperor wants with you here. So we're at 3255 here. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to grab a couple messages here. And, you know, so now I also do want to say there's a Gemini here. There's more fire here. So Aries, Leo, Sag. And then we definitely have air. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's a card down here. And we still have secret card. Wow. Okay. So let's see this one that I missed here too. Aha. 3 of Wands. Look at this. Yep. So this 2 of Wands is here, right? Well, once you guys can both figure out how to go, right now it's blocked. Right now you can't do anything with the 3 of Wands here. There's nothing to work together. There's nothing to collaborate on. 33. There's nothing to continue this situation forward to make 4 of Wands, this cycle completed, until both of you can come together and want to work on it in your favor. 33-44. So right there. Okay. That's funny that the 2 and the 3 came out with the 8 here. Wow, and 2 against 3 and 3 against 2. Okay, let's see what the secret message was. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles in the negative. I just told you guys. That's so funny how he makes me have certain cards come out before I do the secret card. Either way, so 2 of Wands here and 2 of Pentacles here. So I just told you, 3411 here, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to continue on in this journey here until you both can come together with this spiritual start. Your Emperor sincerely needs to heal. And when you see him face to face, keep no physicals. Keep it out of the bedroom. Just nothing. Just talk. Just see each other face to face. Maybe a hug would be nice, a dinner, a laugh, you know, get the air out of the way. But do not do anything physical. Do not go into your flesh state of mind. The flesh is weak, and therefore you're going to be going at it. You need to keep your emotions out of it and keep the logic in. So let's get just a couple messages here, Jehovah. Thank you so much. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. That is very clear here. And it's very, very mutual, like I said. Jehovah, what else does this Emperor want to tell this Empress here? No one makes me feel the way you do. I miss watching you while you sleep. You know, some people think that's creepy, but I really enjoy that. I feel like when I watch my daughter sleep, which is very different, I understand it, but just hear me out. When I watch my daughter sleep, it just makes me reflect on how much I love her and how beautiful she is and how grateful I am, how much she saved me, how much I couldn't live life without her. So it's like, you were watching me while you sleep? What were you thinking? You know, because I totally need words of affirmations. So I just feel like they could be on their phone. They could be taking a shit. They could be making coffee. They could be trying to get busy with you and your genitals, but they rather watch you sleep. And I just feel like that's really romantic. Let's see what these ones came out here. I know the truth. Didn't I tell you that? This judgment's coming on his butt, and he knows the truth. He knows that you are his empress. And now it's confirmed. Thank you, Jehovah, for having my back. He knows it's you. He knows it's you. And he's trying to figure out how to approach you. He's trying to figure out how to come talk to you, how to communicate, how to get the truth known, how to get the balance back. Let's move in together. Like I said, use your discernment, and he has to prove it and show it. Yeah, we'll move in a year, your probationary period. You have any last messages here for our Empress? Any last messages for our Empress from her Emperor here? I desire you. Yeah, that could be sexual, but it's in every other way, you know, just his heart desires you, his brain desires you, his touch desires you. It's everything you for him. And that's why he's pretty much obsessed here, trying to think about how to get this to go here. Let's see. I married the wrong person. Yeesh. I don't know if that goes for everybody here, but maybe it does for you. I never once caught that there was another marriage here. There was another person here. I really never did. But that could happen. These situations are not for everybody. Just take it as it resonates. You'll know it's yours. And if it's not, you just kiss it and blow it away. You have any last messages here? I feel like I lost track of those. So I don't have my elbow on the desk, so I don't have something stable. So there we go. No, not those either. Okay, Jehovah. One last couple messages. I wish your child was mine. You know, and like we did talk about, there's the motherly instincts here on the feminine side here. So maybe there is a child here that has been an issue. You know, maybe you want to tell them I married the wrong person. You know, just something with your trial and your tribulation here. That's just in here too. And I hate you in the negative. So I hate you in the negative is just this hate that needs to be left behind. There's, okay, the running and the chasing and the pulling. The running and the chasing and the pulling, I'm getting with the balance of the star and the sun and the moon. And that's exactly what I heard while I saw those. The hate is gone. And I totally get this because your twin flame, you see them as your enemy. You see them now as you have them all this hidden motives against you because it's always been problems. And then you just discover that you have all this hate for them, but you love them so much. And that's why this push and pull, this back and forth, the tide coming in, the ebbing and flowing, there was this imbalance because there was just so much hate there because you both projected on the inside that you hated each other because you hated yourself. That's gone now. This judgment is coming. You both have looked in the mirror, and that's what I'm really feeling here is I don't hate you anymore. I don't hate myself either. I love you. I desire you. No one makes me feel the way that you do. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. I want to move in with you. This is the communication. This is what I have to offer. I never once allowed you to be official with me, and I'm sitting here and telling you, let's move in. Always be my baby. I wish I would have done this differently. Yeah, all right. Last message. Think about where you want to go on our honeymoon, which this is so funny because I just did a reading a few days ago that had messages in it. And 2 or 3 of these came up. Yeah, wow. All right, Empress. This communication is coming, and if they try to talk to you through your DMs, through your phone, I would say come say it to my face. Really hear them out because you want to be heard out too. Make sure that all acceptance and accountability is out, and then take the time. Take it up to Jehovah's government. He is our legal system. He will let you know where the balance needs to remain, and he will give you this fresh air here. And if you have this situation here with the star, the motherly instinct here in the house, the fish hook, we did bring this up before. There's children here, you know, just think about what's best for your child too. 4011. Don't surround yourself with someone who can't even show them love either if they can't even show it to themselves. I learned that very hard way with my daughter Nova. And that's something that tore my twin flame and I apart. He didn't understand that I was always a mom and a mom came first. And he did understand that. But as a single mom, 100% of the time, with no one else to watch her, no father involved, he would text me, do you have your daughter tonight? Here and there. Do you have your daughter tonight? Honey, I always have my daughter. Why do you keep asking me? You know, because the intention was not there to love and to love as a third company. Okay, and that's what you need to do, and make sure that you're setting your child and you up for the best kind of love. The best kind of love is between you and your child. So we have to really be careful at who we bring in to balance ourselves. I feel like someone needs that message too. I'm here to talk to you. Please drop an emoji below if you would love a prayer. I would be so honored. From my heart space to yours at 4111 here. Stay tuned. I'm going to be having a couple of video lessons come up that are not tarot related. And, you know, check the description box for the link beforehand. There's also directions on how to contact me for a reading through donation. So that's down there as well. And happy fall. Happy harvesting time. Your twin flame wants to come harvest you, baby. And make sure that what he's giving to you and your child, if it's there, is what is going to be the best thing in Jehovah's love for you. All right, I'm picking up something else right now. Don't worry about their judgment. Worry about yours. And when you worry about yours, you will be abundantly rewarded. Because what's meant to be yours will come back. What's meant to be yours will come back. You'll always be my baby. Yeah. It's always them. It's always them. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, I love you. Have a wonderful day. I keep getting all of these downloads right now, you guys. My goodness, I'm trying to end this, but I just keep picking up all of these things. I'm also seeing now here too with the sun, the moon, and the star rebalancing and now going in Jehovah's victory. If there's not children here yet, there will be. There's judgment with Jehovah's victory here on this twin flame situation here. The Empress is confirmed twice. Therefore, there's reproduction there with the Emperor. And then there's the fish hook here. You guys have a whole start for you. You have a whole, you know, everything that you both have ever wanted. This happily ever after, this magic, these dreams here, this hopeless romanticism. You both want it with each other. And it's finally the time is coming in to give this victory. Yeah, there's babies here. There's inheritance. There's just a lot of money. This is a lot of worth. This is a lot of new generational abundancies versus generational traumas that you possibly may have had to walk away from with this motherly feminine energy here that we already channeled before. That once you heal these motherly issues on your feminine side, the balance will come back in. And look at it. It will. Happily ever after, Empress. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Wounds into light.